Good morning, students. I am Priya. You are watching EduStar, Class 3, Science, Lesson 1. What do animals eat? Dear children, I will teach you this lesson again, so listen carefully. At this end of the session, we will see some exercises related to this lesson. Have you ever seen animals eating? Why do animals need food? Animals are living things and need food to get energy for moving and to carry out their other activities. We know that plants make their own food. The food for all animals, including human beings, comes directly or indirectly from plants. Let's see the food that animals eat. Based on the type of food different animals eat, they are divided into three main types. They are herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. Let us see about these one by one. What are herbivores? Animals that eat only plants or parts of plants are called herbivores. For example, elephants, cows, horses, goats, sheep, and rabbits are herbivorous animals. These animals are also called plant-eating animals. What are carnivores? Animals that eat the flesh of other animals are called carnivores. A few examples of carnivorous animals are lions, tigers, cheetahs, snakes, and foxes. These animals are also called flesh-eating animals. Do you know what are scavengers? Animals that eat flesh of dead animals are called scavengers. They help in keeping the jungle clean. Fox and vulture are some examples of scavengers. What are omnivores? Animals that eat both plants and the flesh of other animals are called omnivores. Bears, crows, and peacocks are some examples of omnivorous animals. Do you know? Human beings are also omnivores. Now we saw food that animals eat. Next topic is how do animals eat? That is, ways by which animals eat food. Different animals have different ways of eating food. The shape of the mouth, the jaws, and the teeth of animals depend upon the kind of food they eat. Let us see the animals that swallow their food. Some animals such as frogs and snakes swallow their food whole. They do not chew their food because they do not have biting or chewing teeth. A frog has a long sticky tongue which is used to catch its prey. When a frog spots an insect, it sticks out its tongue and catches the insect. Then it rolls back the tongue inside the mouth. Do you know? A python can swallow animals that are twice the size of its mouth. For doing this, it dislocates its lower jaw to make the mouth bigger. Next, animals that eat plants. Let us see how do the animals that eat plants. Plant-eating animals have sharp front teeth to bite off plants. They have strong and broad back teeth to grind, that is, chew their food. There is space between the front teeth and the back teeth. Horses and cows are such type of animals. Some of the grass-eating animals first bite the grass with their front teeth and swallow it quickly. After some time, they bring small amounts of food from their stomach back into their mouth. Then they keep chewing it well. This is called chewing the cud. Now tell me, how do giraffes eat? A giraffe has a long neck which helps it to reach the branches of tall trees and eat leaves from there. Then what about elephant? An elephant has a long trunk which helps it to break branches and leaves and push them inside its mouth. An elephant also uses its trunk like a straw to suck water. Next, animals that eat flesh. Flesh-eating animals such as lions, tigers, dogs, and cats have special long, pointed teeth to tear the flesh. They also have strong grinding teeth to chew the meat and bones. Let's see some animals that gnaw their food. Some animals such as rats and squirrels eat seeds, fruits, and other plant materials which they break open with their sharp teeth. They then bite or chew the food repeatedly. This is called gnawing. They have very sharp front teeth both in the upper jaw and the lower jaw. The teeth of some animals such as squirrels keep growing throughout their lifetime. This is because the teeth wear down when they gnaw. There are some animals that have special feeding habits. They are the leech and mosquitoes suck the blood of animals. They stick to the animals with the help of suckers. The butterfly has a long sucking tube called proboscis to suck nectar from flowers. Similarly, a hummingbird has a long, straw-like beak to suck nectar from flowers. Some animals such as dogs and cats lap milk with the help of their tongue. An earthworm eats soil which has parts of dead plants and animals in it. Now let us see how to take care of our domestic animals. Before to that, first tell me what are domestic animals? Animals such as dog, cat, horse, donkey, and other animals that live with us are domestic animals. We provide them food, water, and shelter. Domestic animals are useful to us in many ways. Let us see some of them. A hen gives us eggs and meat. A sheep gives us wool. A cow gives us milk. We can make a variety of products such as curd and cheese from milk. Horse, donkey, and elephant are used to carry loads from one place to another. Horses and donkeys are kept in stable. Dogs guard our homes. They are kept in kennels. Do you know? It is believed that dogs were the first animals domesticated by the humans. Goats and sheep were the next few animals that were domesticated. Domestic animals do so much for us. It is our duty to give them proper food, shelter, and care. Their shelter should always be clean. They should be given energy-rich food. In case of sickness and injury, we should take them to a veterinary doctor. Who is veterinary doctor? A veterinary doctor is someone who treats sick and injured animals. Now tell me, how do plants and animals depend on each other? This is known as interdependence of plants and animals. Animals and plants depend on each other in many ways. Animals get food from plants. When animals breathe, they give out carbon dioxide. Plants use carbon dioxide to make food. When plants make food, they give out oxygen. Animals use oxygen for breathing and use it to obtain energy. Some animals and birds live on trees. This shows the interdependence between plants and animals. The next important topic in this lesson is food chain. What is food chain? The chain of eating and being eaten is called the food chain. That is, in the living world, all animals feed on other animals or plants and in turn become food for other animals. Always remember, all food chains begin from plants. For example, grasses are eaten by rabbits, snakes eat rabbits, and snakes in turn are eaten by eagles. This forms a simple food chain. Okay students, I hope you got some idea about this lesson. In your science book, read this lesson 1 on your own. Now let's do some exercises. State true or false. First one, a horse is a plant-eating animal. Second one, a bear eats both plants and animals. Third one, a food chain is a collection of different types of food items. Fourth one, flesh-eating animals have sharp pointed teeth. Fifth one, cat and dog use their teeth for lapping up the milk. Dear children, do this exercise on your own. If you did, you can check your answers with these. The next exercise, answer in one word. First one, the method of biting and chewing the food repeatedly and eating it in small pieces. 2. They have sharp front and flat back teeth for biting and chewing the plants. Third one, the method by which dogs and cats drink milk. 4. This helps an elephant to gather and put food into its mouth. Students, do this exercise on your own. If you completed, you can check your answers with these. Next exercise, choose the correct option. First one, which animal gnaws? Horse, goat, rat, cow. 2. What is the long sucking tube of a butterfly called? Antenna, proboscis, spiracle, trunk. 3. Which of the following animals swallows its food as whole? Camel, snake, deer, lion. 4. Which animal chews the cud? Cat, dog, butterfly, cow. 5. What are animals that eat both plants and the flesh of other animals called? Herbivores, carnivores, omnivores, scavengers. Okay children, if you find the answers, you can check your answers with these. Dear children, remember the important terms taught in this lesson and study this lesson classwork whenever you get time. Thank you dear students.